Hello, Mr. Martino here from your favorite teacher. Today we're going to continue with our algebra lessons and we're going to be using substitution. And substitution is when we put values into an expression or formulae to arrive at a value. We must always as well follow BIDMAS rules. And BIDMAS means brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. In other words, we must follow those rules when applying all of the substitutions, and we must also put all known values of any variables into our expressions before doing any calculations. So let's take a look at some examples. So if we want to find the value of 7x plus 2y when y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3, what we need to realize is that that is saying 7 x's means 7 3's and 2 y's means 2 2's. So that's what our calculation should reflect. So 7 times 3 plus 2 times 2, that should give us 21 plus 4, which is 25. Make sure to do the multiplications before your addition. The second example is going to introduce negative values. So we have, what's the value of 3a minus 2b when a is equal to 5 and b is equal to minus 3? That means it's 3 times 5 minus 2 times negative 3. Now be careful because we have two negatives multiplied by each other. So when we simplify it, we should get 15 plus 6. Two negatives multiplied together give us a positive, so the answer would be 21. So now you take a try at these. So find the value of the expressions given the information in the question. This should take around 10 minutes. You can pause the video until you're finished. Okay, we can now go on to get the answers, or you can keep the video paused if you're still working on questions. So check your answers against the actual answers. If you've gotten any incorrect, you can always go and retry it. We're now going to take a look at some harder questions. So this one includes powers. So in this case, it's 3a squared minus 2b, and we know that a is equal to 4 and b is equal to negative 5. When we have a squared involved, remember that's like an indice, so we need to take care to do those things separately. So in this case, it's 3 times 4 squared. So the 4 is the only thing that is being squared. And we have to also be careful about our 2 negative being multiplied. So 4 squared is 16 times 3 is 48. And negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. So the answer is 48 plus 10 equals 58. So what about if we have 3 letters that we need to substitute into? In this case, a squared minus ab plus bc. So we're going to replace all the letters with the numbers that represent the letters. So start to simplify, it becomes 4 squared minus 4 times negative 5 plus minus 5 times negative 2. We've put the brackets in so that we make sure when we have brackets, we multiply numbers that are in brackets next to each other. Simplifying this, we see that it's 16 minus negative 20 and then plus 10, because negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. Once again, we have to be careful because we have 2 negatives together, so it'll become 16 plus 20 plus 10, which is equal to 46. So once again, you can now try finding the value of these expressions. This should take around 12 to 15 minutes. You can pause the video at this point in time until you're finished. Okay, we can now take a look at what the answers would be. So check your answers against the actual answers. And as usual, you can always redo if you got any wrong. I hope this was helpful. This is Mr. Martino for your favorite teacher.